With the graduation of Casey Smith, Kelsey Carey, and Christine Miller, that's obviously a large part of our team from last year and a big loss for us. I believe they accounted for close to 60% of our offense last year, with Kelsey being our leading scorer, Smitty being our second leading scorer, and Mills being our fourth leading scorer. Not so much only replacing the points, but also finding a go-to player, developing a go-to player at crunch time, or go-to players. In that tight game at the end, who are you going to go to, who do you want to get the basketball to? So those are two real hurdles we face this year. But I think what we're going to look to do is players that received some playing time last year, and we had 4 players last year that averaged over 20 minutes a game for us. We're going to look for them to step up and play a bigger offensive role for us this year. You're talking about the 4 players that average more than 20 minutes a game: Sam Cooper, Kendra Landy, Macy Hollinshead, and Casey Foley. We're obviously going to look for them to play a bigger role for us offensively this year, along with Sam Kramer and a few others. But we are really going to give our freshmen an opportunity to earn playing time. We think that we've got some kids with some talent coming in, and they're going to get an opportunity to show that. But it's going to be sort of a baptism by fire for them. They just really need to gain that experience. So I think it's going to be a work in progress for a while until we really find our identity, but we'll get there. Putting together a non-conference schedule is always not the easiest task in the world. You want to challenge your team, and we think we've done that. You also don't want to overschedule. But I think that we've put together a non-conference schedule that will get us ready for MAAC play. In terms of highlight games during the non-conference schedule, our opener against Richmond is going to be here at the arena, a team out of the A10. That's always exciting, that first game of the year. You get that adrenaline high that first game, especially for the first and second year players. We also play an ACC foe when we travel to Boston College, and we also play Seton Hall out of the Big East. So we don't have any real glamorous names on our schedule, the Baylors, the UConns, the schools like that. But throughout, we have a very, very strong non-conference schedule. And, we are a young team. We're a very young team. And it's going to give those younger players the opportunity to experience what the intensity level of college basketball is all about. That's usually the biggest hurdle for kids coming out of high school is no matter how talented they are, they probably don't understand how hard they have to work in practice and in games in order to be effective and in order to win. So they're going to get that opportunity along with our returning cast, and I think that we're going to be trying a lot of different combinations to see what works best for us. Yeah, I think you can anticipate that you'll see a lot of new faces for us this year. Along with our solid returning players that we bring back. All of our freshmen are going to be given the opportunity to earn playing time. You're talking about Eden Niblink from Minnesota. You've got Sam Lewis from Maryland, 2 long, Eden being about 6'2", Sam Lewis 5'11", 2 long perimeter players. We've got Jordan Fry from Massachusetts, about 5'9", a very versatile young lady, can do a lot of different things on the floor. And also we have Molly Bauer from Pennsylvania at 6'4". So all of those kids during practice and preseason are get an opportunity to prove what they can do. And then I think you're going to look for someone like an Erica Schlosser, who was coming off a knee injury last year, who really was never 100%. And I think she's back to 100%, and I think she's going to push and challenge for some playing time. Someone like a Kristen McLaughlin can give us some senior leadership, and I think we'll look to play a bigger role for us as well. So it really, there's going to be several players that are going to be given an opportunity, because right now, in terms of determining, I don't have no idea who our starting 5 is right now. Really, once you get beyond Sam Cooper, it's so darn competitive throughout. So we'll be working to find out what combinations work best and what players deserve to be out there. Well, I think first of all, one of the biggest challenges is that inexperience that we have going into this year. The fact that outside of 4 of our players, no one else has averaged more than 20 minutes a game. I definitely think that gaining that experience is huge, and the only way you do that is by doing, getting in a game situation, trial by fire, learning what game stress is all about and that intensity that you have to reach. I think developing that go-to player is really, really important for us, because in the past it had been Smitty or Kelsey. Those were the players you wanted to get the ball to all the time. Now we've got to kind of reshuffle the deck a little bit. And I think that one of the things you'll see is we're going to adjust the way we play. We were very, very post-heavy in the past, and I think that you're going to see us change the way we play a little bit this year. I think we can be more productive on the perimeter than we were last year. We're still going to go into the post. I mean, that's always going to be a big part of our offense. But I think you're going to see our perimeter players be more effective scoring the ball this year. And one player I think that's a real huge key for us is Deja Juf. Dee missed a large chunk of the season last year due to injury over the last 6-7 weeks of the season. We really need her to stay healthy because she has a tremendous upside, and I think she's poised, if healthy, to have a really nice year for us. I thought that our kids did a great job in the first round of the MAAC tournament last year with a really nice win over Marist, a team that had beaten us twice during the regular season. It's a new year, and I think the composition of our team, obviously the mentality is there with the returning players. They desperately want to advance and get into and win a MAAC championship game. That's the goal each and every year. But the composition of this team is very, very different. I think from a coaching perspective, we want a team that's going to come to win every single day, win in every single drill, be receptive to coaching, and not have those lulls in terms of energy level. This is a very close-knit group, and I think that helps us too. You never want any distractions or any drama during a season, and I don't foresee that with this team at all. But I think that you want a team that wants to get better each and every day. And if what they did during summer workouts was any indication, I believe we'll have that from this group this year. I always believe that if you do things the right way, you practice the right way, you take care of each other throughout the season, the winning will take care of itself. And we have a track record of that here. We believe in what we do in our program, and we want a bunch of players that are really, really proud to put a Fairfield University uniform on. And I believe we have that.